Joanna,
Yes.
I'll just add in the category of taking care of yourself. We so often find ourselves today running from one Zoom to the other. And sometimes we carry thoughts from the previous Zoom into the one that's upcoming. And I would just, what has sometimes worked for me is when I've built in my timing and setting up meetings, 5 or 10 minutes between meetings, just to stop, collect myself, become my real authentic self again, preparing for the next meeting, and create some sort of wall between what happened in the last meeting and the one that's coming up. And I know that when we were in a different time and place, we would go to meetings and we would get there a few minutes early and we'd sit and take some deep breaths, have a glass of water or something. And I think it's really important to do the same thing virtually. Take a moment, stop, collect yourself. Even if you're thinking strategically about what's going to happen in the next meeting, at least you're leaving the previous meeting and coming into another. You're not being distracted by, oh, the doorbell just rang at the same time that this meeting is starting. So
Absolutely. I think you make a really beautiful point there. I think it's particularly important because when we are the job seeker, when we are in a job searching mode, we often don't have control over those meetings. So something I love to do when I'm leading a meeting, and something that I actually think 40 Plus does really well through, Millree refers to this as sort of the housekeeping portion, but I think it's so much more than that. Having an entryway to a meeting allows you not just to get there, but also to arrive. So if it's a meeting that you have control over, think about building in those few sentences. It's really good to see you. We're here today to do X. And don't be afraid to literally have breathing spaces. Now, if you're in an internal meeting, there's people here who maybe are working on an internal team and considering a job move, or people who lead groups, there may be incredible grace in actually saying, you know, it's 3 o'clock. This is probably our 5th meeting of the day. Let's just take a breath. Figure out why we're here, take a moment, and then move to our topic of the day. Again, techniques that we use beautifully with our children, in formal education, and then we throw them out the window. They have real value.